Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video we will see mathematical functions in a SQL Server. So mathematical functions perform a calculations based on an input value provided as a arguments, and it will return as a numeric value. So in that we have a multiple mathematical function. So we will see the first function, that is a absolute function. Okay, so the first function we have a absolute means ABS. So the ABS will return a positive value, means absolute value of a given expressions. Okay, so just will write a comment here. So it will return a absolute or a positive value of a given expression. Okay, so just we will see the example here. So we'll take a select, we have a ABS, the absolute value, and in a bracket we'll assign the arguments, means the input value here. Okay, so just we'll assign any one of the negative value here. So just I will assign here -15 and we'll check the results here. So it will give a positive value, means the results we have that is here, that is a 15. So just I will put the result here, that is a 15, and if we'll give the positive value as well, also it will return a positive value. Okay, so we will see that as well. Select, we have a ABS, and now we'll pass the positive value and we'll check the results here. So we have positive returns here. Okay, so I will paste the results here. Okay, so this is a absolute function, so every time it will give a absolute means a positive value. So the next function we have, that is a ceiling function. So the ceiling function will return a smallest integer greater than or equal to the given expression. So let's see. So we have a ceiling function here. So another function we have, that is a floor. So it will opposite to the ceiling. Yeah, we will see as well after that. So this function will return smallest integer greater than or equal to given expression. Means we have any digit value, then we have any one of the digit more than 0, then it will take a next round figure value as a positive. Okay, means maximum round figure value. So we will see the example here. So just we'll take here, select the function name, we have a ceiling here, and in bracket we'll pass the value. First we'll pass the value, that is a 0 0 0. The points means the digits we have, that is a 0 0, but we are getting only the 15 because the digits we have value, that is a 0, so it will become a 50 only. Okay, so the maximum value here 15, but if we'll take any digit value greater than 0, then it will become a 16. Okay, so now we will see here. So just I will copy the code here. Yeah, so just I will replace here 1 here. So now it will return a 16 value, means the value is greater than or equal to the given expression here. Okay, so we will see here, now we are able to see the 60 here. Okay, so just I will put the output here for the better understanding, and if we assign any negative value, then also it will give a greater than value. Okay, so now we will see one example here. So now this time I will change the value here 12 point. Suppose we have a 46, but I will make it as a negative sign here. Okay, so this time it will give a -12 because the positive and negative, the means in negative the 12 is a greater than 13. Okay, so that's why it will return a 12 here. Okay, so the result we have here, that is a -12. So we'll paste the result here. Okay, so the next function we have, that is a floor function. So the floor function will return a largest integer less than or equal to the given expression, means it will return a smallest round figure value. Means suppose we have a 15 point something there, so it will given a 15, not a 16. So we will see here floor. So first I will give a comment here for a better understanding. So it will return a largest integer less than or equal to given expression. Okay, so we will see the example here as well. So this will take select here, and the function we have, that is a floor. So just I will copy from here, and now we will assign the value same, that we this time we will take a 45.000. So now we will see will become a 45 as well. Okay, so the result we have, that is a 45. Yeah, so now we will take a another value. So just I will copy here and will add here the digit value is greater than 0, and then we'll check. So in a ceiling we are able to see the greater value, but here we have a less than value, means the smallest value we are able to see. So again we are able to see the 45. Okay, so that is the difference between ceiling and floor. Okay, now we will see for the negative value as well. So we'll copy here and we'll paste and we'll check that. So for the minus 45 point, so we'll take at here as a 45 as well. So we will check that here. So now this time will become a 46 here. Okay, so this is our smallest negative value. Okay, so this is the floor function. So the next function we have, that is a square. So the square will return a square value. Okay, so just we'll take one example here as well. So before that, just I will make a note down here. It will return a square value of given expression. Okay, so now we will see the example here. So we'll take here as a select. So we need to use a function here, that is we have a square function, and we'll check the square for 5. So 5 into 5, 25. So it will return a 25 here. Okay, so if you want to check another square as well, then we can check. So if we will use a 7 here, then it will return a 49 here. Okay, so just we will run that query. Okay, so 7 into 7 we have 49. So that is our square. Also we have another function that is related to or similar to the square function, that is a square root. So it will be the opposite function. Okay, so now we will see. But when we need to use the square root function, the function is the syntax for the square root, it should be a little bit different. So just you want to remember that as well. So just we need to use a SQRT instead of square and root there. Okay, yeah, so that is a difference here we have, and it will return a square root here. So just I will make a note down here, return a square root of given expression. Okay, so we'll see the example here for the square root. So I want to use here the function that we have a SQRT, means square root, and we'll assign any one of the values. So we have a 36 here. So when we'll assign the 36, so the square root of 36 is a 6. So we are able to see here 6. Okay, so that is also simple. That is a mathematical function. Yeah, so the next function we have, that is a power function. It is also related to the square root and root. Okay, so we have the sixth function, that is a power. So the also power will return, it will return a power of a given expression. Okay, so just we will see the example here. Select the function we have, that is a power, and in bracket we will see 2 into 3. So the meaning of this, that is a it will become a 2 three times. Okay, so 2 into 2 into 2, so 2 into 2 4, and we have 4 into 2, that is 8. So when we'll run, it will become a 8 here. Okay, so if you want to use another, so we have a 2 and 4, then it becomes a 4 times 2 into 2 into 2, so it will be written as a 16 here. So if we will change here the value, instead of 3, just I'm making here as a 4, so the results will get here 4 times 2, so the result is a, we have that is a 16 here. Okay, so we have a 16 here. So the next function we have a, that is a sine here. Okay, so sine, it will return three values. It will return a positive value, it will return a 0, and it will return a negative value. Okay, so just we will see. So just will comment here. So it will return a positive value, means we have a plus here and 0 here. So means we have a 0 as well, and negative value, means we have a minus here of given expression. Okay, so now we will see the examples here. So just I will take here select, and the function we have, that is a sine function, and will you use any one of the positive value, so it will become a 1 here, only 1 here. Okay, so if I will take here 12, so it will return a positive, means 1 value here. Okay, so just will give here 1, and for the minus 1 here as well, we'll give a minus 1. Okay, so it will return a positive value of 1 here. Okay, so just we'll paste the result here for the better understanding. Okay, so the next value we will take here as a 0 here, then it will becomes a 0. So again we will run the query, and we'll see the results here, that is a 0. So we have a second result for the sine value, that is a 0. And if we'll use here in any negative value, so just I will make it here as a minus, so then it will return a minus 1 here. So it will indicate the sign of that value. Okay, so we have a minus 1 here. Okay, so the next function we have, that is a pi here. Okay, so pi, we have a constant value for that pi, that is a 3.14, means we have a 22 divided by 7. So it will return a constant value for pi. Okay, so we will see the one example here. Select, and the function we have, that is a pi. Okay, and just we will run that function, and we'll see the result here, that we have 3.14, something like that, means we have a 22 divided by 7. Okay, so most of the times we are using in a maths here, that is a constant value we have for the pi here. Okay, so the next function, that is a ninth function we have in the mathematical function, that is a log function. So the log function will give a natural logarithm of the given expression. Okay, so we have a log as well, and we have a log 10 as well, so we will see that as well. So the log will return a natural logarithm natural logarithm of given expression. So now we will see one of the example here. So this will take here select, and the log function we have, that is a, so we'll take here a log 2, so it will become return say 0 point something 69, something like that. So that is we have value for the logarithm. Okay, so log 2, so just we'll paste the result here. The next function we have, it is similar to the log, that is a log 10. Okay, so just we will see here. So the 10th function we have, that is a log 10, and it will return a base 10 of the natural logarithm of given expression. So now we will see the example of log 10 here. So we'll take here select and log 10, that is we have function here to the base 10. So the base 10 means the 10 we have value here, so it will return the value here, that is a 1. Okay, so now we will see the next function that we have, that is a sine, and also we have remaining only three functions, that is a sine, cos and tan, and it is also similar to that. Okay, so the sine function, so the 11th function we have, that is a sine. So the sine function will return a trigonometric sine of a given angle in a radian of that particular expressions. Okay, so just I will make a note down here. So it will return a trigonometric trigonometric sine of a given angle in a radians of given expression. So we know that we have a sine 0 as a 0. So we will see here select sine and we'll assign the value for that 0, that is a 0. Yeah, and if we'll check for the cos, then we have the next function, that is a cos. So the cos, the definition of that cos, it will return a trigonometric cosine of a given angle in a radians of an expression. Okay, so just I will copy from here and just will change that the cosine angle here. Okay, cosine angle of a given expression. So we will see here. So we'll take one example here, that is a same cos 0. So sine 0 we are become as a 0. Now cos 0 it will become as a 1 here. Okay, so it will opposite to the sine. Okay, so we are getting the results as a 1 here. Also we have the last function in a mathematical function, that is we have a tan here. Okay, so the 13th function we have a tan. So the tan will return a tangent of the given expression. Okay, so we will make it note down here, return a tangent of a given expression. So we'll see the same example here. So just we'll take here select and the tan of 0, that is again we have a 0. It's similar to the sine 0 as a 0. So tan 0 as a 0 here. Okay, so the result we have here 0. Yeah, thanks for watching this video.